Mm-hmm. Okay. Seems like it worked this time. Let's see. Okay, it's buffering like crazy. And we're finally here. Okay, wonderful. Hello, everybody. Let's talk about choice band Kingambit. So as always, yeah, let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the music is. Yeah, that was weird. Not sure why that just did not work the first time. One second here. Sorry, let me just check some stuff. Okay, looks like we are good. I think we're finally good. Okay, apologies for the wait there. Yeah, so let's talk about choice band Kingambit. So I've tried this set a few times in national decks where it's very different because in national decks, this thing gets knockoff and it gets pursuit. So, glad to be here. Life's ups and downs have been intense. Hopefully, bookwork. Hopefully today's a good one. Okay. Yeah, so choice band Kingambit. I've used this in national decks and it did pretty well there. Here, theoretically could be even better with Terra Dark, but obviously lost knockoff and pursuit, which are huge moves to lose for a banded set. That being said, still seemed very interesting and intriguing. So there was one Pokemon that I particularly wanted to try with Kingambit because it felt like a choice band Kingambit feels very well suited for a semi-Trick Room team. So I thought we can go with a Slow King, and this is similar to what was used in Natex. Trick Room, Chilly Reception, Sludge Bomb, and Psychic Noise. So the idea here is, well, it's pretty simple. It's a Galarian Slow King and it has Trick Room. Probably like boots on this, nothing crazy. And so someone said Trick Room is unviable though. That's the thing. This is semi-Trick Room. This will probably be the singular Trick Room Pokemon on the team. I've used Trick Room on teams with like just randomly teching Trick Room on a defensive Pokemon that has it, and it's gone very, very well, even when the team is not Trick Room. So that's sort of the idea here, is we have semi-Trick Room and we have Kingambit. Now, there are two approaches to how we can kind of make this Kingambit work. One is the Defiant plan, and the Defiant plan is not a bad plan, right? You switch in a banded Defiant, I mean, it's going to take advantage of Landorus. It's going to be effective against Pecharunt. It's going to be good against Sticky Web teams. What else is it going to be good against? What are some other random Pokemon? Like random Shadow Ball drops, obviously, but that's not a huge deal. Yeah, mostly Pecharunt and Landorus. Pecharunt, Landorus, and Sticky Web, I think, are the big ones. Yeah, Kingambit does not get knockoff. If it did, it'd be broken. It'd be super broken. If Kingambit got knockoff, it would kill everything. Everything would die. Why Psynoise and not Future Sight? I mean, it just allows it to use Trick Room better. it can kind of actually be an offensive threat in its own right with Trick Room plus Psychic Noise. It kind of temporarily gives you a fast Psychic Noise Pokemon. So on Trick Room sets in particular, I really like Psychic Noise, or at least I've really liked it on Slowbro. No, it does not get knockoff. Guys, this is overused. Scarlet and Violet overused. No knockoff, no pursuit. The set we're almost certainly going to be running, Kowtow Cleave, Sucker Punch. Actually, no, probably Iron Head. Someone mentioned Stone Edge, and that just got in my head. We might try that as well. And Low Kick. Probably this, and probably Speed Invested Adamant. This is what I think is most likely going to be the set we're bringing. Yeah, Defog kind of, but like just Corviknight, which we won't be switching in on that often because it has Body Press, and for Weezing, the Defiant wouldn't activate. So, yeah, not that crazy against Defoggers, and that's pretty much it. Like it's just, you know, that's still substantial, right? Petulant, Corviknight, Landorus, other random Intimidate Pokemon. You know, Defiant, I think it just has more applications than one would initially think. So, could be cool. And let's see. Okay, the guy spamming chat, I see. Defog, yeah, no, I got you. Okay, so there are two approaches. So that's one. And then the second approach is Supreme Overlord. The problem with Supreme Overlord on Choice Band Kingambit is that, well, to make Supreme Overload work, you need to have Pokemon faint, but to make a Choice Band Pokemon work, you generally need a defensive core that can back you up. You know, you'd rather have a Swords Dance Kingambit than a Choice Band Kingambit if you have very few team slots left, you know? So that's basically the idea here, is that there's a challenge with Supreme Overlord where if we let too much of the team die, then Choice Band is really not the item we want. This Kingambit is not going to be staying on the field all the time. It's going to be switching around. And if you want to switch around, you can't have 3 Pokemon left. So there are a few possible approaches to make this work. One is Palmot. This was the one I was initially thinking. You know, Nuzzle on this. But, well, whatever. Big one is Revival Blessing with the Lepa Berry. So, Palmot can heal 2 Pokemon up, and that does count for the Supreme Overlord boost. So, if if 2 Pokemon die, Palmot revives them both, and then Palmot dies. Let's say like something like that. So that gives you a case where you have 5 surviving Pokemon, and Kingambit would have a 1.3 times multiplier. It would count as 3 fallen. Now, it does still max out at 1.5. So you are not going to be able to get up to, like if you used, Revival Blessing and then a Rabsca and then like a Lunar Dance Crystal, like you're not going to ever end up with a situation where you have like the 2.1 times whatever Supreme Overlord boost on Kingambit. It does max out at 1.5. Still, getting there earlier without having your entire team die is really, really nice and really, really important. So this is one approach. And then the other possibility is we go with Defiant and just not worry about Supreme Overlord, not worry about Palmot, not worry about any of that. So doesn't Supreme max out? Yes, as I say, it does max out, but getting there faster is huge, right? We can actually, getting those boosts when your team is still alive is a big deal. What's the ground switch? We have 3 Pokemon on the team. This is an initial core. We don't have a ground type switch in because there are 3 Pokemon on the team. This is when you want to start worrying about defensive cohesion and like having a defensive core after about 3 Pokemon are added. Give me any 3 Pokemon that aren't like walls, and I can be like, wow, you just get destroyed by it's a 3 Pokemon team. It will always be getting destroyed by a ton. We never worry about defenses this early on. Okay, revived mons count. Yes, they do. If a Pokemon faints and then it gets revived, Kingambit still has that fallen boost. Okay. So, let's see. I didn't know Last Respects worked that way. Doesn't? Oh, that's interesting. Could have used that with like a Basque Legion. Anyway, it's fine. It's too late now. But yeah, so that's one approach. Another approach, I was sent this team by Fresh Oatmeal right before the stream started. This is a Trick Room team, and it uses a similar concept, right? Supreme Overlord, Kingambit, max HP invested this time, which makes sense, you know, Trick Room and all. And this time, instead of Palmot, it's a Rabska. Similar idea, though, nothing crazy going on here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, pretty standard Trick Room team. Nothing too crazy going on, other than the lack of Ursaluna. That's the only thing I'd describe as pretty crazy, because that's, you know, it's really good on Trick Room. But yeah, this, I'm not too keen on this idea. I mean, the Rabska, Kingambit, obviously Trick Room makes sense with Kingambit. There's a reason I'm thinking of semi-TR myself, but I think Kingambit is, or excuse me, I think Trick Room is just kind of bad. I think it's bad. So I don't really want to go in this direction. I think there are ways to make Trick Room work, and it's probably not with a Rabska. I mean, it might be, but it's probably not with a Rabska and a Kingambit. All right. So, respect caps it. Okay, you know what? I should do an anything goes. Let's try Last Respects with Palmot. That sounds interesting. Okay, added to my list. All right. So, just use Choice Band Hoopa and an actually consistent priority user? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a Choice Band and Gambit. And it gets stronger than Hoopa quicker than you would think. So yeah, we're gonna give this a try. I get the hate, I hear you, but we're gonna try this anyway. Ignore the haters and just keep on going. Thoughts on whales? Big fan of whales. Fantastic, biologically speaking. I mean, they're really good for the environment, and they're awesome objectively. So, love whales. Support your local whales. You know, keep the whales alive. Anyway, let's see. So, as for what kind of team this is going to be, I feel like we're starting with the Choice Band, Kingambit, and a Palmot. This has to be kind of an offensive team. This can't be like a full balance, but it can't be too, like, it can't be hyper offensive, because then the Kingambit's out of place. Like, I do kind of want a pivoting core to some extent. So we're in a bit of an awkward position here. And, you know, the other thing is I'm thinking about is we need some Pokemon that are kind of willing to die because Palmot. So, yeah, this is weird. We need some Yeah, I decided not to go Lacking Tail. I thought about Lacking Tail Switcheroo on Glowking, but then you know, Trick Room, Chilly Reception, Switcheroo. You only have one slot for an attack. That feels kind of bad. Wailord, Stream when? Probably never. Wailord is terrible. Let's see. Yeah. I'm struggling. Like, what's a Pokemon in OU that's like down to die? Who wants to die? Like, maybe a Woodhammer Rillaboom? Like a Life Orb Tornadus could be kind of interesting in that role, especially since it can like regen itself back. I feel like that's interesting. I feel like Life Orb Tornadus is like up for dying. Unfortunately, it's also up for missing every move. So I probably have to run Focus Blast, don't I? Go with this set. Terra Dark. Yeah, that works. You need Pokemon to die. Look no further than Memento Doug Trio. Yeah, I don't know about that. So, okay, I know this team's looking really wacky. Believe me, I know. Weirdly enough, we're doing okay defensively. We only lack resistances to fire and water, so that's kind of funny. And the other thing, Pawmot has Volt Absorb, so we don't need a ground type. We'll probably have a ground type because, I mean, I don't think I need to state why that's a ground type, but not necessarily required. Who else is okay with dying? I feel like a Cinderace actually might make sense here for hazard control. That could get us around having a ground type. Also gives us a fire resist and kind of keeps the offensive nature of the team going. Non-Rockhead Arcanine Hisui, that's not the play. I'm sorry, that's not it. I appreciate the idea though, but yeah, that's like Intimidate. It's not worth it on that Pokemon. Let's see. Booster Energy Mons come in once, do damage, and then die. Yeah, but then when they die, they're dead. Like what am I talking about? The booster energy is still consumed. Tornadus can be revived very effectively. That's kind of the difference here. I feel like we need a physical wall at this point. Physical wall, probably, that resists water is what we're looking at. And ideally good against ground, because, yeah, Tornadus being the only resist is definitely not good. Water resist, that's good against ground. I mean, there's Mola. There's always Mola. Cyan Freak, thank you very much for the $5 donation, saying, would you ever try Specs Kingambit one day? It gets boosted by Supreme Overlord. One-hit KO's Tusk with Grass Knot and opposing Kingambit with Focus Blast. Good question. No, I would never consider running that. I'm 100% sure that is completely unviable. I would consider Choice Scarf Kingambit for sure, but not that, no. Add a Farigiraf. That's no. Yeah, I don't think we can afford Mola here, though. That makes us way too weak to Wellspring. Could just go Wellspring. Honestly, that works. What do we lose to? What did I forget about? Raging Bolt destroys us. That's game, I think. Well, let's go Rillaboom. I talked about that earlier. Gives us priority. Dies to Woodhammer, which is kind of nice here. We go high horsepower to have an answer to Bolt. Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, and I don't want to give up knockoff, but I think I will because we don't have Stealth Rock anyway. So please no road. Yeah, don't worry. Can you imagine if I pulled out like the Rotom Mow? That'd be a crazy play. This is such a weird team. Yeah, I mean, like, I know this team is just wacky, super wacky. It's a bit of a concept test. Like, does this actually work? Or is it completely terrible? We're going to find out. Yeah, we definitely go Terra Fairy on Palmot for like a backup Raging Bolt answer. No doubt. Would base Ogerpon be an idea? Potentially. I think I like Rillaboom better, though. Also, something to note, if you Terra and then you die and then you get revived, you do not have that Terra anymore. So we got to be aware of that. Okay, let's think about this. We got the Banded Kingambit. This should be... Ooh, we don't have a physical wall. Oh, jeez. Okay, I mean, it's going to be an off. I think we have to go specially defensive on this, but yeah, we're pretty yikes. It's looking pretty yikes. Okay. We low-key get Volt switched on for free, except we have a Volt Absorb Palmot. Terra type, we'll just go like water, something. Helps against sun teams. I think we'll go CC on this, and then what's the other move? Encore. That these guys like. Okay, and we'll just go fast. HP invested. I don't think we need to be dramatic about this Palmot set. We can just go something standard. We got the Banded Gambit down, Terra Dark, absolutely. Slow King, we got that. Actually, I'm a little worried about Zamazenta, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Tornadus, yeah, Terra Dark. We got the Life Orb. Might want to go like Heat Wave instead. Can we go like Heat Wave Grass Knot? Would that be bad, or would that be... We don't need to break stall, so I feel like maybe we can ditch this Focus Blast angle. Grass Knot would hit Tinglu really hard. So I do like that. Let's do that. Let's go Heat Wave Grass Knot, and I can go Terra Fire. Cool. All right, Cinderace. Boots. We probably go... Do we go Blaze, or do we go Libero? Is the fact that like Great Tusk kind of smokes our team a problem? Yes. Yeah, it is. That's a good point. Yeah, we get rolled by Great Tusk at this moment in time. Yeah, Great Tusk is the end, so that's not good. What to do about that? Would Sarah Ledge work here? No, I don't think so. Could go like physically defend. No, I think it's still too weak to Tusk. Even if I went like Fizz Def, Shucka Berry, Glow King. Somebody said use Cloyster over Rilla. What the heck? You only live once, right? Sure. Let's put on a random cloister. Yeah, this is probably not a good team, but you know what? We're going to try it, and we're just going to see how it goes. I feel like the revive this could be hilarious. And yeah, I do like that it has the chili reception too. Honestly, yeah. Who had the cloister idea? Who said that? Let me find it. Got to give him credit. Dream Weaver. Yeah. I still think our ground matchup is potentially unacceptable. Probably we go Shuckaberry on this. I think we still keep it specially defensive, but I think I like the Shuckaberry. Oh my gosh, regenerate. Let's go Terra Grass on this as well, so this can resist ground, dark, fairy. Fire. I'll go Ghost on this for the impromptu spin blocking. Do we need a bulky ace here? I don't think this team would. I don't think so. Let's go for court change and then U-turn, Pyro Ball, and let's say low kick. We could. I don't really know why, but why not, right? How's the Woger matchup? Not great. Definitely not great. But you know, I mean, it's a really offensive team, right? So you never know. You never know. You never know. We'll see what happens. We'll go Libero here. Kingambit, we got that. Supreme Overlord, Regenerator, Volt Absorb with that Lepaberry Revival Blessing. HP invested. We got Tornadus, Regenerator, Life Orb, Cinderace. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking we go Wisp. I'm thinking we go a bulky set because of the ground issue. Like, we can actually Wisp ground types and then live a hit. What again is Iron Valiant? Let me check. I forget its exact. I think it's 364, right? Yeah, 364. Okay, cool. So we go 365. 32, so we can kill Goldengo. Max HP. Blaze. I'm still down for Terra Ghost. Wait, how did I... Okay. And then court change. Actually, it bothers me not to have court change first. So we're going to go with that. Court change. I'm usually not particular about move order, but I feel like on Cinderace, it's hurting me. Okay. This looks good. Yeah, that helps against grounds a little bit. If Cloyster doesn't work, try Rotom Wash. Maybe. I'm worried about. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad idea. I'm worried about Wellspring in that case, but we'll create a Rotom Wash version. Maybe we could put a Choice Scarf on that Rotom Wash, give us some actual speed. Nasty Plot, Strength Sap, Sinister looks good into this team. I disagree. No removal at all if no court change. Yeah, I wouldn't have removal unless if I didn't have that removal move. I mean, not removal, but hazard control. I mean, look, I'm not standing here telling you guys like this is like an amazing team. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Would the Icy Wind Tornadus be better here? Probably not. Okay. Gambit. I think there's no excuse. I think it's time to go. Let's see what happens. What ELO are we? 1778. And we're facing a team that is super old. I always dislike facing this team. I think it's like annoying. And it's not that good, but it's really annoying. Let's see. Okay, so I kind of like the idea of just leading with Cinderace and going for like a Will-O-Wisp here. I feel like a lot of the team doesn't like Wisp. So let's just do that. Dragapult leads. So this is choice band. So I'm going to go into Kingambit here. I mean, it might just be a U-turn. Let's think about this. Does a choice band Dragapult even kill here? It probably does, but let's check. Okay, sure, monotype. Dragon Darts is not killing here. So, well, hold on. What EVs are these? Okay, yeah, that's max. All right, let's go for Will-O-Wisp. There's the Dragon Darts. We survive. We get into Blaze range. Please hit this Will-O-Wisp. And you do, Cinderace. Good stuff. Happy to see that. Nicely done, buddy. Okay, I think Tornadus here. I don't think this thing stays in, honestly. Okay, it looks like it did. That's kind of weird because I'm just going to go into... what do we go into? Do we go into Cloyster? That could be a play. Does Cloyster actually do stuff here? Let's go Cloyster. Let's do it. And I'm not going to get greedy. We're just going to first go for the Icicle Spear. We're just going to attack. Soften up the Iron Crown for later. This will still do a good chunk of damage. Cloyster is very strong. As you see there, yeah, we're going to get that nice, yeah, 35%. Not bad at all. They are an OLT player. That's what the symbols before their name means. So they're going to Volt Switch here. Let's go into Palmot to stop that. Yeah, like there's just no world where you don't click Volt Switch there. Now at this point, it's either going to be a Psychic move or a switch into Landorus. In either case, I think I'm okay with Tornadus here. Let's get the timer going. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Okay, Landorus enters. Good. So that's kind of why I was doing this, because now we're in a good spot where we can hit this Landorus hard. Let's just go for the Bleak Wind. And we hit, which is weird. That's good. Huh. Go figure. Okay. Let's go for it again. What the heck, right? Actually, I'm going to Heat Wave here. Higher accuracy, and really, if this Landorus is just low, that's fine, because our Cinderace can court change, and then we have Hazard Control, which is really nice. And we could also potentially, if they want to preserve Lando, we might get the Heat Wave on an incoming Kingambit or Iron Crown. So I think Heat Wave covers a lot here, and it just has a pretty good chance to kill, based on that calc we just took. Iron Crown comes in, please. Ugh. This, like... yeah. All right. This is Assault Vest, so we can't kill it. We super would have killed if we hit that Heat Wave. But we did not hit that Heat Wave. I'm going to go into Slowking. We'll see if the Volt Switch comes out here. Yeah, there it is. Dude, that's like just... I don't know what it is with Tornadus I use, but they cannot hit a Heat Wave for the life of them. Okay, so we've got a Samurott coming in. I think we can just go into Kingambit here. Looks like a fine play. Let's see, it'll be a knockoff. Okay, our choice, our whole thing, our whole gimmick is instantly shut down. I don't think you stay in an attack here, to be honest. Let's go for a Kowtow Cleave to hit a probable Landorus. Cool. 0.1 for Defiant. And also just Sucker Punch. Okay, Samurott, sure. We can go for a low kick here. Razor Shell, cool. Do what you got to do. Defense drop doesn't really matter. We get a decent low kick, and I'll go for a Sucker Punch here. Hey, we get it. Okay, good damage. So they're clearly hesitant to set up spikes, which makes sense. We can go into Tornadus here, and I'm thinking... let's just Grass Knot do this, not that much. Well, Grass Knot. I don't think the switch to Iron Crown comes. I just wish we'd hit this with the Heat Wave. Okay, that Grass Knot did... no, that is Assault Vest. Yeah. Heat Wave is a 56% chance to kill. Let's go for it. We miss again. I'm doing my best here, but what am I supposed to do? Okay, let's go for the Heat Wave again. And we don't get the kill. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that was super cool. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I didn't even want to hit the Iron Crown, actually. Okay. What do we do here to not lose this game? That's the question. That's the question. Okay, we can go palm it. We can revival blessing something. Okay. Yeah, no, the people in chat are saying I should ice shard in this situation. That puts us in a terrible spot because then we've got a future sight coming down. Would go Cinderace. Could be interesting. I'm going to go Cinderace and Pyro Ball. Can we hit a Pyro Ball? Because I can't U-turn out, then we're screwed. Like we kind of need to stay. Okay, Cinderace, you hit a move. Good, honestly, good for you. Dragapult comes in, makes sense. I think we can go into Slowking here, and I think we'll be okay. We'll see. After the future sight, we're not going to be okay. Yeah, we're completely not okay. We can go Cloyster, I think, which isn't looking great to win this game, so we can switch into it here. All right, and we can go for just an Ice Shard, which should do enough that the Dragapult won't die after a burn, which is actually what we want because we want to be able to Revival Blessing. So this is okay. Tornadus, its current list of crimes, it hit up the first Bleakwind Storm it used, then it missed 2 heat waves in a row, and then missed a 56% roll on the following heat wave. So Tornadus in this game, after that initial Bleakwind, has been like 1 in 200, a little over 1 in 200 levels of bad. Opponent really taking their time here. They are going to stay in, and that is actually a great amount of damage. Happy to see that. So this allows us to do Revival Blessing. What shall we revive? That is the question. I think we've got to revive... Kingambit and probably Tornadus. Yeah, okay. Critical hit, sure, why not? Okay, which first? It doesn't really matter. Kingambit's fine. I don't think I can kill with a close combat here, which is really sad. Let's go for another Revival Blessing. And yeah, I think Tornadus is the right call there. Okay, and we die. Okay, Cinderace, you've got to hit another Pyro Ball, I'm afraid. Come on. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. Okay, good job, Cinderace. Primarina enters. I think it's the perfect time to court change. I think this is the time. Do we need to? I feel like, yeah, well, I feel like we should. Let's court change. Sparkling area, interesting. Okay. And then we Trick Room is the plan here. This is where Trick Room comes in handy. Actually, no, because our Kingambit probably outspeeds. They don't know that, though. They don't know that is the key bit of information. Let's go for it. Okay, that's nice. We can Sludge Bomb here. This should kill. Even max HP. Almost certain to die here. I think our team is too weak to opposing Kingambit. Okay, good. I think Chili into Tornadus is probably the play here. Okay, going for a Sucker Punch, which fails. We for sure we take those. No Terra has been used, so we got to be aware of that. If I recall correctly, it's Terra Ghost on this team. I think I can afford to scout, so I'm going to go into Tornadus here and just kind of see what this thing wants to do, Terra-wise. The one thing it does not do is not Terra here. Like, we've revealed low kick. And you see we have Fallen 5, even though we have 3 Pokemon left. Swapped to Primarina is surprising. We can go into Slowking here, though. I think I'm down to just click Sludge. Okay, interesting. Kingambit enters. Sure. Do we sack the Tornadus or the Slowking here? I think the Slowking. I'm just going to Chilly Reception. We'll see what this thing does. There's the Kowtow Cleave. Yep, makes sense. Am I going crazy? They didn't tear. Why did they swap there? That was such a weird switch. Okay, well, that's fine. Okay. I think we can win this if we go... Okay, I think I've got the sequence down. I'm going to go in here and Heat Wave. Primarina comes in. We'll be okay. I think. Okay, there's the Sucker Punch. Cool. Oh no! Tornadus! You can't kill there! Now we can't Sword Stance on the... Oh, Tornadus! Tornadus. We went in with our Kingambit. We probably outsped because it's a bulky one on this team. It's max HP, so we Swords Dance, and then we could kill both. But Tornadus got a critical hit, and now we lose! Oh my gosh, Tornadus. You are something. I mean, we still have a chance with Ironhead flinches, but like, oh my gosh. Let's see. I mean, I just like... Leave a like in chat for Tornadus being the absolute agent. Okay, never mind. Tornadus is cleared. It's a super weird, really fast Primarina. That was super weird. What the heck? Yeah, okay. That's just, yeah, we're dealing with like a timid Boots Prim. Okay, I mean, yeah, stuff happens, I guess. That's GG. No GG from the opponent. Good to see the respect. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, here's a different idea. Let's try the Rotom Wash, because that Cloyster sucked, let's be honest. Scarf. We'll go with this. And we'll go Terra Poison. Seems good. Oh, you're right. I couldn't Swords Dance. What are you talking? Yeah, I'm going crazy. You're right. No, there was no Swords Dance. We couldn't have even Swords Dance on Primarina. Okay, Tornadus, you're I mean, you're not forgiven, but you're forgiven for that. Because I do not have Swords Dance. I was going crazy. Okay. Yeah, let's try this. I'm not quite ready to get rid of the Tornadus yet, but I'm ready to try this. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break as this searches. All right, here we go. Have fun. Let's see what we got here. This is the famous Hydrapple Jolteon team. Hit rank 1. Super cool stuff. This is what happens to his brain when there's no Olo going through withdrawals. That's funny. Hashtag justice for Torn. Torn did some things wrong. Comments are great right now. Chat is being fantastic. Okay, so we got a Moltres on deck, so that's not great, and we got a Great Tusk. So this is, I mean, it's well, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what we can do. I feel like, yeah, like tricking something a Choice Scarf could be funny. Maybe giving the Hydrapple a Choice Scarf could be cool. I like Torn in this matchup. I think it'll be a Jolteon lead for my opponent. I'm going to start with Slowking for that. Okay, they start with Slowking. That's a fair lead too. That makes sense. I'm just going to Chilly Reception. Let's hope we get the slow Chilly. Yep, Terra Fairy, Alluring Voice, Jolteon. Cool stuff indeed. Hardwalling Raging Bolt is super cool too. Okay, we go first because, I mean, yeah. Let's go into Kingambit in case they... Okay, Psyshock. All right, that works. So we could be looking at a Moltres here. I think I want to go into Tornadus to counter that. There is the Moltres, and now we can go for a nice nasty plot, start putting some pressure on this team. That is, oh, but that is Assault Vest Galarian Slowking, so it's a modest set. Okay, they go for the Wisp. That's, I think, a good play, honestly, long term. I think that's a good play. But it does put them in peril right now. Actually, no, because we can Revival Blessing that away. Yeah. Okay, so they are, yeah, they're something like this. Wait. The Slowking does get to a KO. Okay, let's Bleak Wind. If we could hit, that would be Tornadus. Please. Okay. All right. That's one. Tornadus. 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 Come on. Come on, buddy. I know you got this. Okay, I'm going to just heat wave here for sure. No question. Okay, awesome. That's great. We kill the Kingambit. That goes down, and we can just heal that up later. Totally cool with that. Although it will be a little bit tough finding opportunities to Revival Blessing. I think we'll need to bring in... They're definitely just going into Slow King here. I'm going to go into Kingambit. And then let's, like, how much are we doing to Moltres? If we like Terra Dark, no. So we need a few more to die, and then we can actually theoretically one-hit KO. I'm going to go into Palmot here as the expected Moltres enters. Okay, Great Tusk. That's not good. We can go into Rotom here. There's the Earthquake, which of course is not going to deal any damage. I think I like Will-O-Wisp here. Great. Yeah, I was expecting... Okay, let's go into our Slow King. A really good switch into AV Slow King is non-AV Slow King. Let's hopefully get the slow Chilly Reception this time, and we don't. Probably going to be a fire move. Let's go into Cinderace so we don't have to deal with that with Kingambit, and it's a Psyshock, which is a choice. Let's we can U-turn here. Let's go back into our Slow King. We are minimum speed, right? Like 0, yeah, we are, okay. Chilly Reception, let's do, and we're faster again. Let's go into Kingambit. Yeah, there's the Flint. Dude, like, I'm like... All right, let's bring in Palmot. Why do you... It's a great... Let's go into Rotom. Let's see if we can hit a Will-O-Wisp this time. Can you hit a Will-O-Wisp, Rotom? You can. You can. Good. Let's go into Slow King. Like, is there something I'm missing, or are we just, like, getting the fast Chilly Reception every single... Finally! Okay, we finally did not get the fast Chilly Reception. Good news. Cinderace is going to enter here. I don't believe we die to a Sludge Bomb. Okay, I just checked the calc. We indeed do not. We can go for a nice court change here. Great Tusk enters. I can Will-O-Wisp this if you hit Cinderace. I can Will-O-Wisp this if you hit. Do we hit? We do. Great stuff. All right. Here, I think is just a simple U-turn. And in enters the Hydrapple. Palma, can you live an Earth Power? Against the defensive. That was defensive, right? Critical hit to do that little. 33. Yeah, that's defensive. Okay. Surely, Palma, you can live this, right? Yes, you can. Okay, good. So we're going to do just that. We're going to Revival Blessing that Tornadus. This has got to be a Rapid Spin here. I like damage on this, so it makes court changing later easy. So I'm going to go for the Close Combat. And interestingly, in comes Hydrapple. Did not expect that, to be honest. That's a little bit of a surprise. Not exactly sure here what to do. So, I mean, I could just paralyze this, then we probably die. That doesn't really do much for us. Let's go into Tornadus and assume it'll be an Earth Power, and if we're wrong, we can Revival Blessing again. We were wrong. Let's go for the Revival Blessing. Go for a Nuzzle here. Might as well. Okay. I think we might now have enough kills for Kingambit to kill Moltres with Terra Dark. Let's check. Okay, the calc is wrong. It's showing fainted 1. I think it's at least a chance. Let's go for it. Actually, we probably don't kill. This is defensive Hydrapple. We probably don't kill this. Fallen 3. Yeah, we don't kill this. And we can't revive it. Okay, let's go into Tornadus then. It surely clicks Earth Power here. Okay. I'm going to bring in Kingambit on hopefully the Slow King. It's a Jolteon. I think I'm gonna Iron Head on the... Okay, Hydrafel enters. We hit that with an Iron Head. Okay, we can go Rotom here. Do we need to Trick? Would that even do anything? Let's Trick. Let's see what happens. Okay, we gave Hydrapple a Choice Scarf. We got Heavy Duty Boots. That's okay. I mean, it just clicks Fickle Beam, right? And then we're in real trouble. I guess we can sack Slow King. Paralysis would be nice. We could get one of those. We haven't gotten one of those, so it'd be nice. It'd be nice. Okay. This is not good. Trying to think, is there like any world where we're not just completely smoked here? I don't think so. I think that's it. I think we're toast. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything we can do here. Maybe, no, it wasn't really bad luck. Yeah, we got bad luck this game, but that wasn't what did it. What did it was that our breaker was a Choice Band Kingambit, and our opponent had a Moltres, so it just didn't really work. No, yeah. We're not losing this game because of bad RNG. It made our loss worse, but we're losing this game for other reasons. I'm trying to think what the possible win... Okay, here's what I think needs to happen. My opponent needs to throw, which they probably won't because they're probably pretty good, but they need to throw. We're going to Terra Dark Cowtoke Leaf here for the kill. Ooh, never mind. I'm curious. I feel like that was a super low roll. It was Fallen 4, right? Let's just check that. How much did that do? It did 72. I don't believe that at all. Four fainted. Choice Band, Adamant, Dark. Okay, I guess I just underestimated Hydrapple. That was a minimum roll, though. Yeah. Yeah, dead minimum roll. Which makes... I mean, it doesn't matter. We were super lost that point. Okay, this team's terrible. This team is really, really bad. Anthony... Sorry, no, yeah, phone number... Anthony, phone number is better. But so I did see your text. I'm just... I just gotten so many messages. I'm trying to keep up with it all. Sorry. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah. No, this is not good. Yeah, I'm looking at this team and I'm like, I think this idea might be unsalvageable. It could be Trick Room is the best direction to go with this, but it's still not a good direction to go. No, I think we need Sucker Punch if we're going to justify this. Here's an idea, though. We don't rely on Kingambit to do Wood to Break. Yeah, Defiant set without Palmot's probably better, but I feel like it's not. I don't think you can justify it. Supreme Overlord is such a good ability. Like, if you're using Defiant Kingambit with a choice band, I think you just not use it. Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of what went wrong last game. Yeah, we couldn't break. I mean, they had an AV Slowking for the Tornadus, and they had a Moltres and a Great Tusk for the Kingambit, and that was it. And then we couldn't do anything. That's pretty much all there is to it. Reverse webs, yeah, but like Black Glasses is just better on reverse webs. Like, you don't want to have a choice band. What synergizes well with Hydrapple? A lot of things. Anything like it's a defensive regenerator Pokemon. Anything that appreciates its defensive properties and its breaking likes being paired with Hydrapple. Yeah, I don't know. This was so much worse than I thought it would be. I like the Trick Room direction would probably be better, but there's just no way it'll be good. So yeah. I was thinking maybe Choice Scarf Kingambit, but I don't think it's fast enough. What does it hit? Yeah, 320. Like, it doesn't outspeed like Zapdos. Like, that's terrible. Yeah, offensive Palmot would probably be a little better, but probably not good. I disagree that Iron Hands outclasses offensive Palmot. I think offensive Palmot has its place. Iron Fist, like Ice Punch, Mach Punch, Double Shock. Pretty good. Fresh Oatmeal, like, I appreciate the team, but it's like there's no way it's great. Like, it's good. I'm sure this team is good. It cannot ever be great. Like, it's a banded Kingambit Trick Room. Like, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt this has top level potential. I'm not looking for a team that does like okay or wins most of the time. If this idea is going to work, I want to make it really, really work. And I don't think Trick Room's the way to do it. Like, I feel like a choice banded Kingambit Trick Room can only be so good, which is like, it's cool. I think you said like you often got to like 1800s with this, which is cool, but I think that's kind of where it peaks. I don't think this is great. I think it's good. I don't think it can be great in concept. This is probably even worse in concept. Yeah, this semi-trick room. I mean, it was a fun idea, but holy. Yeah, this is not good. Like, I'm trying to think of any direction we could take this that doesn't just, like, destroy it, like, make the rest of the stream super lame. Gemma Lock, thank you very much for the $2 saying, sup Pinka, happy to see live Mega Pidgeot when at some point. I'm not exactly sure, but I definitely would like to try Mega Pidgeot again. Yeah, like, no, I agree with the starting from scratch plan. I don't think the team we have is salvageable in any regard, but it's like, how? How do we start from scratch? Like, what is a direction we could take Choice Band Kingambit in that won't be terrible? No, we're not switching to Rabska. That's not the way. No, I mean, Banded Kingambit has been terrible both games when our opponent... We're 0-2 right now. They both games Banded Kingambit sucked, and our opponent did not know we were banded. Use it like it's low. Use it like it's fast, has reliable priority and U-turn and knockoff. Yeah, sure. Let me just do that. Why didn't I think of that? Tailwind. Honestly, that might be the best approach. Let's try that. So yeah, let's look at the most recent Tailwind model. Yeah, we can try that. That honestly might make sense on Tailwind because you got to hit hard fast. Let's just try this. Let's try putting it on the Tailwind team. Yeah, let's see. Tailwind. Who said Tailwind first? Gemalock, thank you for the recommendation. Yeah, let's give this a try. See what happens. Maybe switch to Natex. I don't switch formats midstream. No, I want to try to stick with this. Let's give this a go. Yeah, I tested the Bramble team a little bit after, and it kind of fell off. Unfortunately, it wasn't performing so well. But I believe in Bramblegast. I still believe in Bramblegast, and I really want to try to make it work. I've made Band Gambit TR and it's worked weirdly good. That's the thing. It's good. I know it'll be good. I don't think it can be great. I never ever want to pursue paths that I think are going to end with a team that maxes out at good. Like, there are so many ideas that are cool that are out there that you could make a good team with, but they're never going to reach that like status of great. They're never going to be competing with those top teams. And there are a lot of people that are okay with that. You know, they're like, okay, this idea isn't viable, but I want to take it as far as I can. And that's cool. That's a cool approach. I've got nothing wrong with that. I like seeing teams where people do that, where they take an idea that there's no real way to make it great, or like fully viable, but they still take it and like make it as strong as it can possibly be, get 1800s, 1900s. That's a cool way of building. I don't mind it, but I don't like doing it myself. Okay, so let's see what we got here. No fire resist. Arcanine is in business. I feel like we should go... I'm going to go Terrafire on this, because I feel like there's a lot of times where I'm just, like, wishing I could do that. I kind of want to lead Arcanine Probably a bad play, though. Let's just lead with Tornadus. Let's see what they do. Okay, cure him. Yeah. Okay, good thing we didn't lead. Yeah, good thing we didn't lead that. We had low kick on this. Probably should have done that. Can Cinderace kill with a low kick? Can you do that? You can. Let's go into Cinderace here. Low kick. Interesting. I feel like I'm down to just click Pyro Ball. Let's see what this thing does. Okay, chilly reception. Sure, fine. Kyurem. What the heck? Let's low kick, right? You only live once. Okay, we critical hit and one hit KO. Obviously no complaints there. That is really, really good luck. Could go Arcanine here. I like Tornadus a little bit better in case this thing tries to nasty plot. Okay, knockoff, that's fine, I guess. Do we Tailwind? I think I just Bleak Wind. Okay, we trade Bleak Winds. I'll Tailwind here, and then we can go into Arcanine. Okay, we get U turned on. That's fine. I think I like Bramble. Probably pushes the opponent into their... Okay, they did not go into Kingambit. Interesting. We can now... everything has an item, right? We can Poltergeist and just do a... Okay, this is about to die, I think. Unless... Oh, it's super, super physically defensive. They're going to trick us a Sludge, and they're going to get a Choice Band. Okay. Let's Poltergeist again. I feel like I'm okay to let Bramble go after that. Honestly, they used their Terra... and they now have a Choice Band like that. That's okay. Okay, this is a great opportunity to go into Arcanine, and we can just go for a nice big Flare Blitz. Bramble counters Torn, kind of true. Didn't think about that. Helmet, okay. Kind of comforted to see Helmet, actually, because it can't be Custap Berry. Okay, I think I like Whimsicott here. All right. We could tell. I think this thing probably switches out. I think I actually just want a U-turn here. Okay, in comes Tornadus. We could go Cinderace and Court Change here. That's probably the best play. Could also just go Cinderace and Pyro Ball. I think I like that a little bit better. We could Terra Fire Pyro Ball here. I don't think we know this thing's speed yet, so I'm a little hesitant to do that. Okay, it goes for the Bleak Wind. We Pyro Ball, we hit. It might be afraid of Sucker Punch here. It might not be. Kind of hard to say. Hard to say indeed. Yeah, let's go. Do we go Whimsicott? I'll explain Astonishing. Terra moves have there's a weak move Terra Boost where they get a 60 base power floor. So it gives us a reliable Ghost Stab that we can use to hit Pokemon if they've lost their item, because Poltergeist doesn't work if the Pokemon has lost their item. The boost does not apply to Shadow Sneak because it's a priority move, so Astonish gets boosted to 60 base power, and then, yeah, that's it. I would love to run Terra Blast, but unfortunately they got rid of that. Let's go Whimsicott. Okay, Tusk enters. It's all right. I will Tailwind here. Okay. We don't die to a Bleak Wind, so I think I'm happy to just click U-turn. Okay, Torn is happy to click U-turn as well. All right. Slowking enters. So, yeah, I mean, they're just sacking this, right? Which is fine. I think I go into... Do we go... what do we go into here, actually? How much is our Cinderace doing to that Tornadus? We could theoretically kill that Tornadus. Also go just Arcanine here. Let's just go Arcanine. I don't think we need to be dramatic about this. They should sack. Yeah, and they're probably going to go into Kingambit here. I'd be really surprised if they didn't. We can go into our own Kingambit. They probably don't have low kick, but I guess we're probably about to find out. Okay, let's go for low kick. Okay, their Tusk enters, takes a lot of damage, but that is Rocky Helmet as well, which we don't love to see. Hear me out, target. Does it? I don't think it gets lick. Yeah. I'd be down for lick otherwise, though. Do we sack? What do we sack? Could sack Tornadus, could sack Arcanine. I think Tornadus is the right sack. And I think I Tailwind here. Okay, we die. That's fine. That's fine. I think then Arcanine, Flare Blitz here, I think is the right call. Okay, Tornadus gets sacked. Makes sense. Let's check that damage we did to that Tusk on low kick. I think that implies... How much did you take, Tusk? 55. Yeah, so that was presumably a low roll when we had fallen, like fewer fallen. Yeah, I think that was a low roll when we had fewer fallen. Yeah. I'm just trying to see if the Tusk kills. Can I kill the Tusk with Cinderace? I think it's a max HP one. Okay, yeah, we super can. Well, yeah, probably. Okay, so we Flare Blitz here. No question about that. We go into Kingambit, we low kick. Let's see if there's a sack. Okay, let's hope this thing does not have low kick. That would be really sad. Okay, cool. GG. We finally got a win with Banded Gambit. Let's see. I think I'm going to go Jolly on this, though. Like, that was scary. That was really scary. And I'm wondering if we should go Wisp on Cinderace. Like a defensive Blaze Wisp set. We have 3 choice band Pokemon. I guess that's good. Yeah, let's try a Blaze set on this. Let's try a Blaze set on this. Remember to like the stream if you're enjoying. $365 on these guys. 32. And that nice 244 HP. Rocket. We got the Terrifier now, so that's good. Blaze. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. I like the look of our Bramble here. I think I want to lead with Arcanine because I'm expecting this to just be a Tornadus lead because people are bots. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for the head smash. I think Garg is more likely than Tusk. I don't think you want to let Tusk get weakened when there's a Kingambit and that's your only Dark Resist. Let's see if we can hit. Okay, it's a slow. Can we hit? Can we hit? We hit! That's incredible. Look at that. Okay, very physically defensive to take that hit. Very physically defensive. That's maxed out. that's fine. I think we can, I don't think you sack here. We can go into Tornadus on what should be a switch to Grey Tusk. Beautiful, we got it. And I think I like Grass Knot here. That should catch the incoming. Why? Okay, well, we can Bleak Wind Storm this. I'm very confused by that play. We miss, yeah, right? Okay. What do we do here? Do we Tailwind? I think we can Tailwind. Hopefully we don't get knocked off. Okay, great. That's exactly what we want because it's Bramble time. It's Bramble time. And I think we just Poltergeist, right? We could Terra Ghost. I think let's just go for the Poltergeist. At the same time, the Terra Ghost plan is appealing because this Garg, I think, actually gets 2-hit KO'd. Let's do it. Let's try it. Let's go for the 2-hit KO on the Garg. Come on, Bramble. Okay, you hit. Good. Okay, you get a minimum roll. That's not as good. 62% chance still. Let's go for it again. Yep, we got him. Terrible roll the first time, but we got a normal roll the second time. Like, that was still likely to kill. Like, that 51 was, like, pretty much dead minimum. Whew, look at that. That was great. Okay, Sucker Punch probably destroys our soul here because Bramblegast is really frail, which is okay, though. That's okay. We can go into our Cinderace, our trusty Cinderace here. Okay, U-turn. Good. We got faked out, but at the same time, they just lost their Ghost Resist, so I feel like we're fine. I am happy to Will-O-Wisp here. Good showing. Ooh, very good showing for our Cinderace. And I believe Pyro Ball does not kill. That's kind of crazy, actually. That's kind of crazy. Wow, like really, Cinderace? Come on, buddy. Okay, that's fine though. We can go Whimsicott on this. Okay, I don't want to get destroyed here. We can go into Kingambit on what should be just like a poison attack. Yeah, there's just a Sludge Bomb. And I'm down to just click Kowtow Cleave here. I don't need to make any crazy reads. Tusk comes in. What do we see? No helmet. Good to know. Good to know. I'll go into Whimsicott again. Slowking. Good play, I guess. Do I want to Tailwind this time? Yes. Let's see. Got him. Okay. Ooh, do we Encore? Yes, I will. Ooh, yes, sirree. Okay, let's U-turn out. Cinderace comes in. We bring in Kingambit. And I think this is a guaranteed kill on offensive ace, or 93% chance to kill. That's pretty good. They probably think we can't kill because they're not expecting Choice Band, and down it goes. Choice Band Kingambit, ladies and gentlemen. GG. The Choice Banded Kingambit, it's kind of working here. It's kind of working. I think you gotta like the stream for that. Come on. All right. Gliscor is kind of a menace. Ooh, I don't know what I like here. It's like Terrifier, kind of looks like, it's hard to say. I think I just want to start off with Tornadus. Clicking Bleak Wind Storm. This should do a respectable chunk at least. Okay, wow, that did a very respectable chunk. Okay. Yeah, let's go for that again. Raging Bolt enters. Leftovers. Interesting. Interesting. Hopefully not Volt Switch, because we don't deal with that so well here. We can go into Whimsicott on this. And do we U-turn or do we... That Gliscor could be like max speed based on how little it took. I hope it's just defensive, but we don't know. Yeah, the Smoke Snipe, yeah, absolutely tell me his team. Information, like they might know my team. I mean, I will always take information. I think the play is to Tailwind here. Scizor enters. I don't think you Bullet Punch here. I'm gonna U-turn. You knock off. Yep. Yes, sirree. That works. Let's go Arcanine. Go in here and Blitz. Do we Terra Fire is an interesting question because No, we don't Terrifier. Let's just Flare Blitz. Looks like this might be a Gliscor sack, or it's very defensive. Very defensive. Okay, but that's fine. The Gliscor being that defensive means we outspeed. Please don't Terra Water here. That would make me sad. Okay, Bolt comes in. Gets burned. Unfortunate for the Bolt because now we kill. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Great for us, bad for the opponent. Classic situation. We now don't need to preserve Whimsicott as much since the Bolt is dead. Darkrai enters. Interesting. So, I mean, it's got to be a Dark Pulse here. Otherwise, like, why bring in Darkrai? So I think we can go Whimsicott. Yeah. And then should just be a good opportunity to Tailwind here. As we do indeed go down. Okay. I'm thinking it's Bramble time. I'm just looking at the Scizor. Yeah, Power Up's not 2-KOing the Scizor. We do have to Terra Ghost to kill the Darkrai with Poltergeist, which that's fair. That makes sense. Could it be like a Kingambit Ironhead? Would that work? Would that be a play? It does not. No, we need to look. Okay, let's go Bramble then. We can go Bramble, and it changed up its move, so it's not Scarf. Sash is super rare, and we would have removal. So Terra Ghost Poltergeist should be safe to kill here. Let's go for it. Scizor enters. We could hit this. That'd be great. Cool. We do. And down you go. I'm guessing an H-Rod enters here. I think we go... Oh, Darkrai. Interesting. We kill. I don't think you have Sucker Punch. Why did they tear... Yeah, so they were thinking we were about to click a grass move. We killed with Poltergeist. Like, we did not need to... Okay, yeah, good game. Yeah, Darkrai died to Poltergeist there. Choice Band, +1, Adamant, yeah, Terrago, yeah. Bramblegast is really good. That's the lesson I want you to take away from today, if nothing else. Okay. This is the person we lost to earlier, I think. But now we have like a real team instead of that garbage we were using before. I think Bramblegast kills like everything, so that's probably the plan. Let's just lead Tornadus, click Tailwind. Bleak Wind, excuse me. I'll just go for a Bleak Wind here. I don't think this is going to be a Scarf Tusk. Modest Specs Wake, appreciate it. If we could hit this, that would be really cool. Okay, well, yeah, all right. Let's Tailwind here. Cresselia enters, interesting. I don't want Bramble to get Thunder Waved. But at the same time, I'm like, what else am I doing here? I think I just go Bramble. I don't really know like what else would possibly be the plan. Let's go into it and let's see what happens. Okay, that's unfortunate. We can Poltergeist though. Something should die here. Yeah, that process. I was thinking, I thought I saw this team before and I thought it was like a Calm Mind Crest, but ah well. Could have gone like Whimsicott and U-turn, but there was really no great switching for Thunderwave there. Probably Kingambit in retrospect would have been the best play. Let's get the timer going. But I mean, they're still on the road. Like you have to switch into this now, and I think unless we get fully paralyzed or miss, which, you know, odds are pretty high actually. I think we probably have like a close to a 70% chance to hit here. I think maybe a little around 70. Opponent really taking their time, which is fair. What is one to do when faced with a Bramblegast? just dodge it, I guess. That works. Okay, let's try again. Would have been really cool if we just killed Cresselia there, but I mean, misses are gonna happen sometimes. If we could not miss again, though, that'd be nice. And it'd be really bad if we do miss again. Okay, they switch. Yeah, so we just lost our opportunity. And we get... nice. Okay, that was super cool. All right, let's go into Whimsicott here. Yeah, that's super irritating. Okay. Crunch damage. Let's just Tailwind. Yeah, I think it probably just switches here. Okay. And could go Arcanine. It could be a little risky on the potential Earth Power. I think we can bring in Bramblegast here and just let it go. Yeah. Okay, let's go Arcanine now. And I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. Great Tusk comes in. Awesome. Wonderful to catch that. So should be a switch to Walking Wake here. I'm thinking I want to go into Cinderace to counter that, and then we can U-turn is the idea. So U-turn for damage. Oh, we're not Libero anymore. I forgot about that. Please don't Flamethrower. Okay, cool. Here, we down on speed. The Venusaur. We can Tailwind because we need to something. Can go into Arcanine here. Arcanine here is a pretty strong play. How much are we doing to like Wake? Can we power through it with like Terra? We actually can. We can power through it with Terrafire Flare Blitzes. That's kind of hilarious. That's probably the central game plan at this point then. Cresselia. Can we kill this with a Flare Blitz? No. I love that this Cresselia is still around. That's so cool. All right, let's go into Kingambit here and get paralyzed. Let's see if we ever move again. Let me go for the Kowtow Cleave. Tusk enters. Yeah, we do hit, though. That's something. Okay. I'm going to go for another Kowtow Cleave. This is a max HP Tusk. Okay, we kill. That's big because we can core change and then we have hazard control. So that's nice. All right, what's the sack here? Probably. Is it Kingambit? But then we have to sack something else to paralysis. So... Okay, hold on. I think I have a plan. We sack Kingambit here. We go Cinderace. Okay, I think I'm cooking. Watch this. Let's see if it works. We core change the hazards. What this is going to do is get it so that Cresselia dies if Sun is set. This might work. All right, we can U-turn here. Please, Whimsicott, don't get paralyzed. Okay, you didn't get paralyzed. Okay, no, but there's the eject. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay. Okay. Let's go into Arcanine here, I guess. Okay, I'm expecting a ground move here. I'm going to bring in Tornadus. Please work. Never mind. I know it went for the Solar Beam. Okay. We can go Arcanine. I think we can maybe kill here with an Extreme. We cannot. Okay, let's go into Tornadus. Please click Solar Beam again and don't kill the Tornadus. We can check that damage on Tornadus as well. That Solar Beam did. Timid damage. Okay, that's not good. You died a Solar Beam, right? No, you don't. Okay, good. Good job, buddy. Well, no, but that's not enough. What do we need you to do here? There's no way for me to win this game. I think, is there any world where I can pull something out? Like a critical hit on Wake would maybe do it. Here's the hilarious thing. I could head smash here if the Zama took a Poltergeist, and I wouldn't have had to deal with all this paralysis that the Cresselia just did. It's like, oh my god, dude. Okay. All right. I think what do I have to do here? Does Whimsicott die to a Wake Hydro Steam? That's a question. Yeah, it does. Is there any world where I could... No, I can't do that. If I critical hit every... No, that doesn't work either. Okay, I gotta hope my opponent throws. So I'm going to Extreme Speed here. They Solar Beam, we don't die. I'm going to Extreme Speed, and I'm going to hope they are worried about Terra Normal and therefore don't go into the Wake, because that could theoretically kill the Wake. And I'm hoping they instead go into Zamazenta. That's, I think, the best play here. Hey, Pink, I've been watching your videos and VODs a long time. I just wanted to say, love the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying it. Okay, that's great. That's great news. That is exactly what we want to see. I can now bring in... I think, is it Tornadus or is it Whimsicott? How much is Tornadus taking from a crunch? Getting 2K. Does Whimsicott get in 2K? No. It's Whimsicott then. That's what we go into. Okay, Whimsicott. No mistakes now. Okay, I go into Tornadus here, I think. So it survives. We can Bleak Wind here. Sally comes in. Okay, Tornadus. This is specially defensive? Okay, I don't know what this is. Tornadus up. Please hit and kill. Let's go into Arcanine here and hope it clicks Ice Beam. It just clicked Moonlight. Okay. Let's assume it's like 0 defense. Could I kill with like a Flare, like a Terrifier Flare Blitz here? No. Okay. Okay, we can go into Whimsicott and we can Encore on the Thunder Wave. Please don't get paralyzed, Whimsicott. Don't you get paralyzed. Okay. That's a start. Do we Tailwind or is it a U-turn? I'm trying to think, because we might need to U-turn here if I expect the Wake is going to come in, because we could get chip damage on it that way. I think let's Tailwind. Okay. I think I can U-turn here. We don't. Okay. Let's Encore. Oh, we get paralyzed. Okay, dude. Okay. Like I know. I tried my best here, but okay. We can what do we do? I mean, we know this is nothing we can do anymore. Yeah, like we can. I don't even want to give up the information that we have these moves. Yeah, I mean, that really sucked. Yeah, that was just so much bad RNG there. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have let the Bramble gas switch in on the Cresselia to begin with. Yeah. GG. I mean, yeah, like if we hit the Poltergeist, I think we super won that game. If Cresselia was dead, I like, yeah. Yeah. Or Zamazenta could have taken like 60% of its health. That would have been good too. You know, it happens. Like we did our best, but that was just not really a winnable toward the end there. Yeah, like it was a theoretically winnable game, but if I keep getting paralyzed all the time, we can't do that. And if Tornadoes just got the kill, if it just got that Bleak Wind kill, like, oh my gosh, that was such annoying. Okay, but anyway, new game. We can get hacks a different way this time. Actually, no, I gotta start with the ad. We're the new game. It's a new game, new day. Let's see. I really like the look of Tornadoes here. Cinderace looks not bad either. Tornadoes in particular is just looking really strong. I think I want to just lead with it because I can hit almost everything hard here. Okay. Let's just Bleak Wind. Scarf Tusk is really not common, especially on a team like this. Okay, we hit, which is super cool. I think I'm down to just Grass Knot, get some good damage off. We get hit with Ceaseless Edge, that's fine. We can go into Cinderace here. I think we can just Pyro Ball. That's their one fire resist, by the way. Yeah, this is a Scarf Serperior. I'm pretty sure I've faced this team before. Let's Wisp. We hit. Beautiful. It's a Headlong Rush. We survive. We can go for a nice U-turn here, see what set this is. If it's Helmet, I'd actually be happy to see that. Beautiful. Now we're in Blaze range. And I think Tornadus lives an Ice Spinner here, but let me confirm. No. You are really frail, Tornadus. Jeez. All right, Whimsicott it is. Okay, okay? That's how you want to do this? Okay. Okay, Tusk. Let me Tailwind. We can go into the Banded Gambit here. It's a good time. Okay, let's go for the big Kowtow Cleave. Tusk enters. Sure, let's just go for the double down. I think is fine. Yep, cool with me. Probably, it's probably going to be a Rillaboom here, unfortunately. So I'm thinking the best response is Tornadus. Oh, interesting, Serperior. Okay, let's Tailwind. So this thing's Scarf, so we can just we can Tailwind, and then we can go into, I think, the Cinderace here, and we'll just go for a nice core change. And then Bramble, I think, should be able to do its nasty business. Win-loss is, with this team, we've won 2, lost 1. The stream as a whole is 3-3 because our first team, we just never won a game. Okay, I'm going to U-turn here. They have priority. They have priority. They have priority. Okay, that sucks. Alrighty, I think I can go Bramble, and I think we can... Can I just... Oh, we core change the Tailwind to them. They didn't even need... They could have used Ceaseless Edge there. That's funny. They can Sucker Punch here. Okay, that's not funny. Let's go into Arcanine and hope they do not Sucker Punch. Okay. Whew. Or I hope they do, excuse me. Let's Extreme Speed. Yikes. Actually, let's check the damage dealt to this earlier. What did we hit it with? We hit it with a Grass Knot and a Bleak Wind. Grass Knot damage. Bleak Wind did 30. Okay, this is like AV max HP. Yeah, so we can click Flare Blitz. This thing is max HP. Okay, sacking Rillaboom. That's quite a choice. That is absolutely not what I would have done, but I'm happy that's what they did. Looks like, yeah, you can indeed court change Tailwind. Okay. Absolutely Whimsicott here. No question about it. Yeah, we're clicking Encore. We are so locking you into that. And I think I actually went with Shadow Sneak. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, that didn't do as much as I thought. You're definitely... Actually, that's... You're not. Okay, you're adamant. Interesting. It's Terrain Extender Rillaboom for sure. Bramble. How are we doing in this? Grassy Glide's doing a lot too, but you're not dying. Okay, Arcanine, can you come? How are you doing with this, Arcanine? You just straight up die. That's not so good, man. Okay. Bramble, how much do you do to a Superior? If you're +1 and you Terra, can you kill the Superior with a Shadow Sneak? You probably can. Good stuff. Okay. So... How much, Arcanine, how much are you doing to this thing? Okay, we need to U-turn here with Whimsicott. So what we need to do here, I think if we don't die, we win the game, because we should be able to go to Bramble and then Power Whip. You know, we have to hit. Or actually, no, then Poltergeist more accurate. So we go into Bramble, we Poltergeist. What comes out should be, I don't know, maybe an H-Rot. And then we can Tailwind, and then Poltergeist should, I think. Okay, but yeah, step one is we need to live this Grassy Glide. So our odds to live, it's not adamant, so it's jolly. So our odds to live, we have a 30% chance, 37% chance to die here. Bro going through my replays, looking at them third-party scouting site. Okay, let's click U-turn and let's hope. We survive in a new, and let's like Arcanine, you don't kill, right? Yeah, no, after healing, it's not going to. Okay, cool. So we can go into Bramble here. I don't think Astonish is doing it. Yeah, no, we need to click Polter. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see if we can hit. We do? Okay. I think we're in a good spot. Arcanine. Do you survive? You do. Unless they Terra Grass, which would be a smart play. They didn't Terra Grass. Okay, cool. We can Extreme Speed here. We Tailwind. Okay, we kind of got bit. Actually, no, I think they just win because they can just Terra Goldango at this point. We have... it has to miss another Leaf Storm. Yeah, it has to miss another Leaf Storm. Or, yeah, because Terra's not been used. Yeah, they don't miss, which is fair. I really can't complain about that. Go for a sneak here. That was actually a total throw of a set. Actually, no, that wasn't a throw. Never mind. I thought there were more turns of Tailwind. No, because the miss, that was not a throw. Yeah, they're playing this really well. Yeah, Terra Fairy here should survive every day of the week. Yep. GG. Okay. Yeah, that was. I'm trying to think like what went wrong there. What went wrong? What did we do? Diagnose the issue, because it felt like we were doing okay. Maybe this Kingambit thing, we could have iron-headed there. We're just being a little too callous with our pieces on the board, letting stuff die too easily, too overconfident, perhaps. That was a bad sequence, but it turned out okay. Flare Blitz here. Whimsicott. Wellspring, maybe, was that? Yeah, I think just let too many important Pokemon go down. The Grassy Glide definitely caught me off guard too. I think we pretty confidently could have won without the Glide. Okay. HF. All right, we're facing 1914 OLT player. Should be probably a pretty good game. Oh, Glamora leads. We have nothing for that. Stuff. Okay, what do we even do? I guess Kingambit lead looks pretty good into that. Main win condition here is going to be hard to say. Got a Cresselia, love to see that. All right, let's lead with Kingambit. Okay, Zama, interesting. Let's go into Whimsicott on that. Probably going to be an ID one, so okay, close combat, interesting. That indicates your screens. Okay, so we could, I think we can switcheroo here. That'll get rid of the screens turns, and that'll give this thing, make it super slow. I think I'm down to Tailwind here. Cool. Okay, this is almost certainly going to be a Meteor Beam. We can definitely go into Kingambit, especially since there's no Reflect Up. And then Iron Head actually looks really nice. Okay, interesting. Stealth Rock. Let's go for the Iron Head. It's a bit surprising, honestly. Okay, good Iron Head damage. Could go, I think we can go Bramble here pretty safely. Hopefully at close combat. Glamora enters. Are you timid, Max? I'm going to say no, and I'm just going to go for the Poltergeist. It's timid Meteor Beam. I thought most of the do the Meteor Beam are modest, but okay, it happens. You know, and that's it. I think that's game. Kingambit, I don't think you can live, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can go Glamora, I guess. We can kind of do that. Can encore it into that. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably our best play. It's not a very good play, though, because we're kind of setting ourselves up to lose to Kingambit, but we can go for an encore here. Or it might not have a move to hit Whimsicott that hard. Let's hope on that. No, I mean, it's going to have... It might be like Mortal Spin. Let's go for the Tailwind here. Let's see what it does. Mortal Spin. Okay. We can actually, no, that did a lot. Yeah, we can encore into Mortal Spin. I guess that kind of sort of maybe a little bit does something. Go for the Iron Head. Or do we Kowtow Cleave? Can that kill the Zamazenta? 2 of those. Very likely to it KO the Zamazenta, it's saying. So let's go for the Kowtow Cleave. Okay, in comes their Kingambit. Okay, we pop the Air Balloon. That's kind of good. I think the Kingambit is our win condition. Let's go into Cinderace here. Yeah, worried about that. And we can just go for a Pyro Ball here. Yeah, in comes the Glamora, and I think we've got a Court Change. Let's see, could be a Mortal Spin. Yeah, which makes sense. We can go into Kingambit here, hopefully not on an Earth, and it's on an Earth Power. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch, and we fail. Okay, I'm just going to forfeit. This is, I mean, no, let's keep trying, but I think this is super lost. I'll go for another one. Okay, so they definitely don't know we're banded, and we did get rid of that, but we probably just lose to their Kingambit now, so I don't think there's much to be done, but we're going to see what we can do. Yeah, Meteor Beam wasn't a surprise, just most of the Meteor Beam ones go modest, in my experience. Okay, so this thing I think is just going to click close combat here. I want to go into Tornadus to eat that, and we can eject out into Cinderace. Okay, at least I was correct on that read. Because this thing is lagging tail, of course. We can go into Cinderace here. We can get a really nice Court Change off. So we do outspeed because this thing's holding a lagging tail. Maybe there's a world where we can do this with Arcanine. That's kind of the only angle I'm thinking could maybe work. Do we? I think we can Wisp here, and that'll allow Tornadus to come in and Tailwind and survive is the key. Light Screen, we can kill here. Come on, yeah, Tornadus, it's Bleak Wind Storm. Because we would have had a turn of Tailwind, so we could have switched out this turn and then next turn, and then that would have given us. It's fine. It's unfortunate though. It's definitely unfortunate. We could have. Yeah. Oh well. Torn. I mean, yeah, but Torn. You gotta lock in, buddy. I don't know. But like at the same, I'm using a lot of inaccurate moves, so I can't really be complaining too much. But it is obviously still annoying. Okay, so we need Tornadus if we want to have any shot at winning this game. So I think I can go Arcanine here. Let's see what this thing wants to do. Calm Mind. Okay, that's potentially manageable. I think we just Head Smash. Okay. Arcanine, I'm gonna have to ask you to hit. Okay, that's a good start. Let's get one more. We need one more. I think we still lose. I don't think there's anything we can realistically do here. Well, maybe just maybe. I have a little theory that we might just be able to pull this one out. Okay. I think 2 Shadow Sneaks kills, so no, they don't. Okay. Well, if it's Life Orb, they do. I think we do go Kingambit here. Let's see. Okay, they do indeed kill. That's Life Orb. All right. If there are 5 fainted, can we kill this Kingambit with a Sucker Punch? We super cannot. We need a critical hit. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. I mean, like, yeah, we had to kind of hope that didn't kill. Like, I don't regret switching into Kingambit, but Trying to think if there's any. Okay, yeah, there's one way we can win this, which is, so we sack Arcanine here. And there's, yeah, to the Shadow Sneak. We can go into Tornadus. And what we need to do, we Tailwind, obviously, so we will outspeed thanks to Prankster. We need them to not realize we're banded and then die to Sucker Punch with their Kingambit. We need them to get critical hit and die. That's where we're at. Yeah, no. We got like comically close, but not quite. GG. All right, we can wrap it up there. Yeah, the Tailwind team is kind of, as I said, kind of had some struggles. It's a little too weak to Kingambit. Hazards kind of still prove to be an issue. Glamora is really tough. So yeah, Choice Band Kingambit, I don't recommend it. Please don't use it. I mean, maybe not. Like, as I said, I'm sure it can be okay on some Trick Room teams. Probably Defiant Band could be okay on some balance builds. But generally speaking, not so good. And don't use Tornadus. That's the other thing. That's you don't want to use Tornadus, or you will be not happy. But yeah, I mean, it's all good though. Some of these streams go badly. I still had a good time. Obviously, there were frustrating moments, but like realistically, it's all good. I mean, what's I gonna say? Yeah, like you win some, you lose some, right? We had like a crazy Sableye stream the other night, like went like 14-0, and today it's 3-5. It'd be like that sometimes. So I hope you were entertained. I hope you had a good time. We had some good moments. We had more rough moments. Tornadus is a fraud. That's it. Thank you guys. Appreciate it as always. Let's try to time this right. End this in 3, 2,